Yo guys, it's your boy Dylan alongside with my dad.
Yo!
And today we're going to be doing a Summerslam prediction for WWE. We've done a couple of these before.
Summerslam,
And
guys.
we're going to do this again. Now, for a brief description, Summerslam is basically, for the WWE, it's basically like the summer version of like WrestleMania. And like 2 years from now, they're going to make it a multi-night event.
Yes.
So that's going to be something to note of, but that's in 2 years from now. But we're not going to waste any time. Let's get to predicting, starting off with Logan Paul versus LA Knight. Now, all but one match in all these 7 matches, all but one match are championship matches. This is one of them.
This is for the United States Championship.
Mm-hmm, we know that. Now, LA Knight and Logan Paul, they've been getting into some tensions for a while.
I like how LA Knight stole his truck. And you know what? I would have probably stole the prime vehicle myself if I would have had to see Logan Paul. That was wonderful what he did. If you did not watch SmackDown last night, LA Knight took it. What looked like a welcoming show where Nick Aldis had everybody come out for the city of Cleveland. They were actually against the guy. Listen, I'm not a big Logan Paul fan, guys. I'm not. I could care less about his prime drink or whatever. I know it's a sponsor. I know it gets ratings up, but go ahead.
But anyways, now LA Knight is going to be going for the United States title after a few attempts from going for the Undisputed Championship, which that's when Roman Reigns had it, and he's now going for the U.S. title. But I think tonight everybody is going to be saying LA Knight, and I will be one of them. I'm saying LA Knight is going to end Logan Paul's reign. Go ahead.
Look, it's been interesting seeing Logan Paul. He is now actually in history for having the championship for the longest reign. I believe so.
Which is not aware about that, but go ahead.
But I saw something there. He has had it the longest amount of time. And, if you actually look at Logan's way of winning, I think he's really had to use some sort of advantage to winning each and every time. And I'm not saying advantage, it's what makes the sport interesting and everything. LA Knight, he has a great backstory to everything, the fighting that he has actually done to get there. Out of the two, there's no comparison. Logan Paul is nowhere near as good as LA Knight. I think by the end of the night, the whole United States is going to have a new United States champion, and you're going to be saying, LA Knight, yeah! Right. There you go. LA Knight wins this one.
Mm-hmm. I think the days of Logan Paul being U.S. champion are coming to an end. Next up, we have Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker. This is for the Intercontinental Championship. This is part two of the Intercontinental Championship. Now, like we said, Braun Breaker can be a really dangerous wrestler.
He is. Those spears are deadly, and he showed that.
Yeah, and there's times where he'll even spear you from nowhere.
Yeah, he'll just come out of nowhere and just spear you. It's one of those things you have no reaction to him.
Mm-hmm. But Sami Zayn has shown that he can defeat him before. If he can defeat him once, I'm saying he's going to defeat him again for the Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn will retain it.
I'm back and forth because I like Sami Zayn. I really like it. I really like him a lot. And as much as I could say, hey, Braun Breaker has been disruptive, I think it's the change of movement of everything. If you ever watch the story of the Steiners and how they wrestled, he's kind of got that same momentum shift. So Rick and Scott Steiner, he's got that same shift that they do and everything. He's just kind of a crazy guy. That being said, Sami did. He showed the world at the last big event that he could beat Breaker. He really did. Can he do it twice in a row? That's going to be something that is really going to have to be seen. As much as I love Sami Zayn, and here's where I'm going to sit here and stick to my story on this. If Breaker gets off more than 2 spears, Sami's not going to win this. Otherwise, Breaker. Otherwise, if he can reduce the amount of spears that that Breaker can get in, that's going to be the biggest helpful thing. However, I think Breaker's going to get more than 2 spears in. Breaker's going to be our new champion for the Intercontinental at the end of the night.
All right. So now we have Bayley versus Squasher Nia Jax. Now Bayley, she's had the title since WrestleMania, but Nia Jax actually got this opportunity because at King of the Ring, if you win like the whole King of the Ring tournament or at that event, you get a championship opportunity at SummerSlam. So it's basically like Royal Rumble of like the summer or whatever. But Nia Jax, she can be really dangerous.
She has the Annihilator.
She can try to squish everybody over here. I think Bayley's reign is going to come to an end to Nia Jax, but I have a dot right by Nia Jax on my piece of paper. And you might be like, why do I have a dot right by it? Like, did I just put more ink on my paper? It's actually because Tiffany Stratton is going to come out with the Money in the Bank. She's going to cash it in. She's going to betray Nia Jax. And she's the one that's really going to be winning that women's championship. So I think Tiffany Stratton's going to win, but first it's going to go to Nia Jax. So in the actual order, Nia Jax is going to beat Bayley, but Tiffany Stratton is going to cash in the Money in the Bank, and she's going to win the women's championship.
That's a very good story to it. There really is, because that was one of my thoughts. I was thinking a lot about this. Guys, I'm a big Bayley fan. I think she's great. I think it's because she's from my time of wrestling and everything and all that. And I've seen her, wrestle. Well, I've seen, just seen her over the years progress and everything. She's really come out and shown, she really is a leader out there. And in WWE, they're grateful to have somebody like her. She's a true mentor, true leadership over there. I'm not disputing anything on Nia Jax. Nia Jax is solid as well too. I mean, she can. The Annihilator is the biggest thing there that's going to hurt. I ran that scenario that you said, so that is one scenario that is possible right there, guys. However, the other scenario is the bad scenario. The bad scenario that could screw up the Annihilator, Nia Jax, from getting this. I'm still not sold that Tiffy time is 100% on Nia Jax. So yes, she could take that and win the title. Or she come out and screw over Nia Jax and keep that Money in the Bank. Bayley wins. And then you see at the next big event, Bayley and Tiffy time wrestle. That's that next philosophy that I have there. I think Bayley retains, guys. I think she squeaks it out because Tiffany Stratton does something to affect Nia Jax from winning it, and then Nia Jax goes on a rage.
And maybe they're not on the same page.
And then we'll see more of Tiffy time, and it's a scenario. I know it's conspiracy or whatever, but it could be truthful.
Or a third scenario that I could have, that's going through my brain right now is Bayley wins, but Tiffy time gets Bayley's title.
Yeah.
And, for I know, this could be a dangerous night for Bayley.
For Bayley, right. I think ultimately I think they're saving that, though, for a bigger match.
They could be. Well, we'll see what happens, though. Mm-hmm. Next is Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley. Now, Rhea Ripley's son, or not really son, but you know what we mean. Rhea Ripley's back.
Yeah, she's back.
When she first returned,
she's ticked.
She was not happy
with Dirty Dom.
With both people, with both Liv Morgan and Dirty Dominic, because Liv Morgan has her title, but Dirty Dom's in love with Liv Morgan.
No, he said he's not in love with her.
Or not in love. Well, that's in the next episode, because Rhea Ripley basically forced Dominic Mysterio to say that I hate her or all that. So that's going to start some tensions.
You really think that?
I don't know. We'll see.
It's going to be interesting, but go ahead.
But in between this match to settle the score on who's really, the mommy and daddy, or whatever that's going on right now, I think Liv Morgan's going to retain. I think we need to have, again, I think we need a few people to retain tonight. And Liv Morgan is one of the other wrestlers to retain.
I ran that scenario by as well, too. And, you've heard me in the past. I like Liv Morgan as a wrestler as well, too. I also like Rhea Ripley. There's no dispute. She's very, very powerful. She is really good. She's a key integral part. She's she can be pushy at times. It's all going to revolve around Dirty Dom. I'm waiting to see what Dirty Dom does. I think Dirty Dom is the force manipulator behind this whole thing. This is a true mammy match. Whoever is going to win is going to have the true mamminism of everything, is going to be the true holder of Dirty Dom. So if Liv Morgan was to win, Liv Morgan's going to be Dirty Dom's master. And if Rhea Ripley wins, well, she gets the whole thing. I'm still not convinced that Dirty Dom, but Dirty Dom just always has a way to screw things up. However, I think he's going to screw it up for Liv Morgan. Not on the bad part of it, on his good intention. That being said, I think Ripley strips Liv from the title and Ripley gets it back.
Okay. Now the next match, and this is the only, like I said, this is the only match that's not really a title match. And that's CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, but there is a twist with this match. Seth freaking Rollins is going to be the guest referee for this match. So that's going to create some tensions. And
like
for all you know, they could start with, the order we have it where I'm going with this. For all you know, they could start with this match for SummerSlam just to get that match out of the way because it's not really a title match. And they could do like all the other title matches later down the road. But CM Punk, Drew McIntyre have been in serious tension for a long time. And especially Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins is the referee, so I think CM Punk is going to actually humiliate Drew McIntyre in an actual match. Now, CM Punk was actually given the clear 2 weeks ago, I believe. 2 episodes ago on Monday Night Raw. So, yay, we could see CM Punk wrestle for the second time since he's returned. But I think CM Punk is going to beat Drew McIntyre. I think he's going to win one in his return.
Wow! So we're going against each other again. Look, I think CM Punk was there to become a manipulator. I think that's all he's been. He's a disturber. He's in that and that. He has 2 people that are against him tonight. Drew McIntyre, who's lost it, which do you blame him? Which he had the title, but then he lost the title because of stupidity, to be fair on that. But CM Punk, but then CM Punk screwed over Seth freaking Rollins for the World Heavyweight. So now you have these 2 people right here. So really CM Punk has to look at it on the line of, does he think he's going to get a fair match tonight? Probably not. Okay? I understand, the issue, whatever, CM Punk and what he wants to do. And of course, there's the whole thing with him. I think Seth freaking Rollins is going to help Drew McIntyre. I think McIntyre wins.
I don't know. Maybe that gets them to on good terms. I don't know.
Somewhat, because eventually I think Drew McIntyre Seth. Here's the reason why I think Seth would probably rather go against Drew than CM Punk because he knows the match is a little. It really depends. Or he could want to go against CM Punk. You never know. But Seth Rollins wants that World Heavyweight back, depending on whoever that is tonight. But I think Drew McIntyre wins this one.
Okay. Next is Damian Priest versus Gunther. This is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Damian Priest, just one of the other members from the Judgment Day who have the title. And he's only the 3rd person to ever hold or in this new World Heavyweight Championship. But Gunther, just like with Nia Jax on the women's side, Gunther got this opportunity from King in the Ring, and he chose Damian Priest for this World Heavyweight Championship. Now, we all know Gunther. Gunther was known being 666 days. Oh my goodness. For the the Intercontinental Championship. I'm saying he's going to start a new reign with the World Heavyweight Championship. So therefore, I'm saying Gunther is going to win. He's going to dethrone Damian Priest, and he will become the 4th World Heavyweight Champion.
I like both wrestlers. But if I have to give an edge, I give it to Priest. Because I like his backstory to everything. It's really a true story. Both of them have really what they show. The thing I like about Priest lately is how he has really he set a tone of kind of kicking the Judgment Day out of his matches because he wants to show that he can win without Judgment Day help. And who doesn't want to do that? I think that's everybody's, whole key of everything and trying to get everything set and done. Gunther, it's going to be a hard match. I mean, he has power. And again, Gunther doesn't need help all the time either, which is what I think I like about both of them. They both truly stand on their own. However, as much as I would love to see Gunther get it, I like Priest having it, actually. I really do. I think he's great. I think he's doing really good. I think he has, to me, he's really positive the way he speaks and everything. And as much as you can hate the Judgment Day and, Finn Balor or JD or Dirty Dom, he sets himself apart a lot different. And his words and his movement actually shows the pride that he takes. I'm going for Damian Priest to retain his own World Heavyweight, and he stays the champion.
All right. And now for the main event. Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa, apparently, for Bloodline Rules for the Undisputed Championship. Now, me watching last night's SmackDown episode with the Bloodline.
I'm scared.
2 members, Jacob Fatu, whatever those other dude is, that they keep naming. They won the tag team championship last night against DIY.
DIY, yeah. Tommaso Ciampa.
And how they were just setting this up, it almost feels like they're going to make this one of those dominant weekends for
the Bloodline.
The Bloodline, where maybe they rack up championships, and so Sikoa's the new tribal chief, and he's gonna get that Undisputed Championship, and bring the WWE Undisputed Championship back to the Bloodline. But here's the deal: it's Bloodline Rules,
so he can have his whole team out there.
Yeah, so far I know this whatever the dude is.
Both of them can, even though the one's not medically cleared, the brothers can still come back to help.
And they can do that. But here's the deal. When Cody Rhodes last was in a Bloodline Rules match, which that was back at WrestleMania,
he had help
from John Cena, help from Jey Uso, help from
Orton.
Technically,
wasn't Orton there?
Yeah. No, but I believe Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins.
Because he changed his name to The Shield.
To The Shield after that.
And that would be the last time we would see Seth Rollins until this past June. And then The Undertaker came out and choke slammed The Rock.
Yeah.
So, in the sudden turn of events. For all you know, a similar thing can happen here. Maybe we could see Randy Orton with this new bloodline that they have. We could probably see Randy Orton and Kevin Owens come out.
Yeah.
For all you know.
Even though they're injured.
For all you know, we could see The Rock come out.
We could see Roman Reigns come out.
Roman Reigns, that's probably going to be one of the biggest things, as if Roman Reigns comes out. Because who knows if, inside Roman Reigns, he probably does not like this new bloodline that's going on right now.
Probably not.
He probably thinks that this new bloodline is a joke. It shouldn't even exist in the first place. It was not my idea.
You could even see Paul Heyman come out.
I told my dad last night that I was bringing up the possibility of last night's episode, which it didn't happen. Of Paul Heyman could come out with a neck brace saying "call Roman Reigns," and then Fox just ends it there. But let's actually get to a predicting. I'm saying Cody Rhodes will have enough help to retain the Undisputed Championship. I think they the Bloodline, they can win their tag team titles all they want,
but
they're not gonna get the biggest prize, and that's the Undisputed Championship. What do you got?
Yeah, last night was a dominant night. I sat there crying my wounds, guys. I did. I sat there looking at them. Simply because of the fact of I don't want to see this bloodline thing. But then something came back to me about Solo Sikoa. What have we actually seen Solo Sikoa achieve on his own? Really nothing. Has he really, truly, legitimately had a match 1 versus 1 ever? No. He's always had help. Any 1-versus-1 match, he really hasn't had a match of his own. He's always had this help that's helped him out, or somebody there, and that's always how the Bloodline has rolled it, is your bottoms and then go from there. That's how they try to do everything. However, I don't like, as much as we're seeing Cody Rhodes wrestle, his title and everything, I don't like, I guess, how it's really taken a lot to get him there. It hasn't really been we haven't seen this dominant side of holding on, retaining that. It's been squeakers, and that's great that it's great and everything, but I think there really has to be some dominance off of it. That being said, I think one of the key things that ticked a lot probably off, if Roman was watching it, or The Rock was watching it and everything, or Paul Heyman was watching it and everything, I think the one thing that fueled fire for Roman Reigns to come back tonight and spear Solo is where Solo said Roman Reigns was not a true tribal chief and he was too weak. Roman Reigns has a record way much higher than Solo Sikoa ever has, or Solo Sikoa will probably ever have. So that makes me think there's going to be a lot of scenarios out here. If you think that the that the Bloodline is just going to have the Bloodline out there being able to kick Cody Rhodes around, I don't think it's going to happen. If you don't think Yeet is going to be there, you're going to see your hands flying at the end of this match. Guys, Yeet. You're going to be yeeting later. Everybody in the United States is going to be doing that as well. Even Dylan will. He'll be yeeting later and going like this on top of the yeets and the yes and all that. You're going to see Randy Orton, I think, out there. I think you're going to see Seth freaking Rollins come out there. I think you're going to see, Roman return, and Roman is going to deliver that spear to Solo Sikoa that's going to keep him down. And I think Roman is going to help Cody Rhodes retain that title because the final boss wants a shot at that title against Cody Rhodes. That's going to set up for probably next year WWE is what, or for WrestleMania is what I think. But I really do. I think Roman Reigns, I think that what they're really trying to do is set a definite between the younger and the older ones, elites versus young coming in and everything. And don't get me wrong, Solo has that chance. I think if he did it on an organized, better basis, he could be powerful. He could be good. The way that he's showing it, I don't think so. I think Cody Rhodes retains it with his help and whoever else comes up.
And Solo Sikoa is just being one of those wrestlers Roman Reigns has had the title for 1,300 and...
Right, he had it for 3 years.
Literally 3.5 years. Solo Sikoa is like, oh, you're not the true tribal chief. I am. It's one of those moments I'm better than you, and Roman, and then Roman's gonna come out and he's gonna be like, no, you're not. He's gonna spare him, and he's probably gonna say, no, you're not. You're not better than me.
I think they're all good matches. I'm really excited about this lineup, but there's gonna lead to a lot more later on down the road. This is really, really gonna be interesting. I really do like these lineups and everything. I hope they pan out the way that I want them to.
I hope tonight's a good night. But until then, that is it for now. If you guys want to comment your own predictions, you can go ahead in the comments down below. But if you want to, if you guys want to see more content like this, then please smash the subscribe button and smash that like button. Or you can just comment if you want to see something else. And until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.